Good evening, and thank you for joining our news broadcast from Davis Hall. My name is Malik Turner.
And I'm Hayden Zillner, bringing you stories relevant to IUP and the Indiana community.
Today we will share a story about the cost of college life and leisure time at IUP.
We will also have a story about Easter and spring menus.
The Indiana Free Library has launched an exciting new addition, a bookstore called The Little Red Book, located in the library basement, and the store is now open to the public and offers donated books and items at affordable prices. All proceeds from the bookstore go directly towards supporting the library programs and services. Library Board President Josie Cunningham shares the bookstore has been a long-anticipated project. Visitors can access a Little Red Book through the library's 9th Street entrance. For current store hours, patrons are encouraged to contact the library directly.
This Saturday, the Penn Run Church of the Brethren will host its annual spring craft show from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. They are offering handmade items, local crafts, and a special opportunity for homeschooling families. Alongside the craft show, the church will be giving away a wide variety of free homeschooling materials, including art supplies, full curricula, and classroom resources for grades K through 12. All materials have been donated to support local families and educators. Supplies are available on a first-come, first-served basis. While a limited number of bags and boxes will be provided, visitors are encouraged to bring their own. Whether you're shopping for crafts or gathering homeschool supplies, this free community event has something for everyone. For more information, contact the Penn Run Church of the Brethren.
The Pennsylvania Department of Transportation shares several updates Tuesday. A ramp on the U.S. Route 422 bypass in Indiana County will be closed from May 2nd to May 5th for construction work. PennDOT is also reminding drivers that starting May 7th, they will need a real ID or another form of federal ID to fly domestically or enter federal buildings. Real ID days will be held at the 57 License Center on April 28th, May 5th, and May 12th. Nearly 30,000 people have gotten their real IDs through these events. On June 5th, Paul Miller's Law goes into effect. The law is named after a man killed by a distracted driver in 2010 and aims to reduce distracted driving across Pennsylvania.
The Indiana County Democratic Committee announced that organizers of the No Kings collected 484 pounds of non-perishable food at IRMC Park. This food is to be donated to the Chevy Chase Community Center Food Bank in White Township. Organizers said the rally was an opportunity to pair civic engagement with direct community support. They were trying to emphasize both a pro-democracy message and a commitment to helping alleviate food insecurity in the region. The food drive served as a tangible way for attendees to contribute to a cause while participating in a broader conversation about values and community resilience.
College is an incredible opportunity for many people to achieve their dreams. It's also expensive. It's important to understand the finance around the college life. Alexis Smith has the story.
College life comes with a price, and it's not just a tuition bill. For many students at IUP, the real cost is found in everyday essentials like food, rent, and parking. Off-campus housing has been the go-to choice for many students, but rising rent prices are making it harder to afford. Students have seen rent increasing of $100 to $150, especially in apartments close to campus. Taylor Kinsey, a junior at IUP, says her rent has steadily increased, and with her final year approaching, she's already thinking about how to budget for those rising costs.
With this upcoming school year, I'm paying $150 more a month towards my rent. I also have to pay for books and a parking spot on campus and a loan each month as well. For the summer, I have to start working 2 to 3 jobs again, and I have to just keep saving because I don't work throughout the school year because of classes.
At the same time, grocery prices have jumped significantly. Essentials like bread, eggs, and milk are more expensive, putting a strain on student budgets that are already affected by other necessities. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, grocery prices have risen nearly 25% since 2020, with some of the steepest hikes in basic items. Grant Euchre, a sophomore at IUP and a member of the rugby team, explains how he now shops smarter, buying in bulk and making sure he gets the most for his money.
As a college student, it's really important to manage your budget, especially with your groceries. One way I do this is by buying my eggs in bulk. Right now, in times of inflation, eggs are going up in price, so I like to buy my eggs in bulk so that I have them for longer periods of time and it's cheaper. This is a great way of managing our budget.
While tuition at IUP has stayed steady for the past 2 years, rising living costs have made students more dependent on financial aid refunds. For those who depend on these refunds, any delay in disbursement can throw off their entire budget, leading to late rent payments, limited access to food, or increased stress. As a result, more students are turning to part-time jobs or taking on work-study positions to make ends meet, balancing their academic responsibilities with the growing pressure to stay financially afloat. Even as students near the end of their college careers, spending doesn't stop. Between final semester expenses, graduation fees, and preparing for life after school, it still feels like money is constantly going out. The true cost of college goes far beyond tuition. As everyday expenses rise, students are left navigating tight budgets, stretching each dollar to make it all work. This is Alexis Smith reporting for IUP News.
Still ahead on IUP News, we will have a story on spring menus and weather reports with Tyler Johnson,
along with national news and a package on leisure time. Stay tuned.
We all have a story. It's telling those stories that matter. That's why IUP's communications program airs its own news bulletin on IUP TV and 90.1 WIUP FM, with the people you know telling the stories. Here, there are new aspiring journalists ready to start their career strong. Even if news isn't your goal, there is a place here for everyone. This is IUP News, with stories relevant to IUP and the Indiana community.
Welcome to a place where opportunities abound, where students have the option to study healthcare in places all around the world, and thousands learn beyond the classroom every year. Welcome to the Oak Grove at IUP. Students here go out in the field to measure biodiversity, and even the Virgin Islands to study sustainability. Ready to pursue a real-world opportunity that brings your passion to life? Get in the Grove at IUP.
We're back with IUP News. Tyler Johnson has our weekly weather report. Tyler, how's the weather?
Good evening, Indiana. Here's your weekend weather forecast, and it looks like we are in for a variety of weather. Friday afternoon, we're going to have some scattered thunderstorms, with temperatures reaching roughly 70 degrees, and going to have some light winds from the south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. As we head into Friday night, expect a low of 60 degrees and rain showers turning into a steady rain overnight. Perfect weather to curl up inside. Winds are going to be shifting to the southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Saturday, we're going to be a bit cooler of a high of 62 degrees, and we're going to start off cloudy in the morning with the chance of a passing shower in the afternoon. And the winds are going to be coming from the west-northwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Saturday night, things are going to clear up a bit of only partly cloudy skies, and the low is going to be around 40 degrees. Winds are going to be coming from the north-northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Sunday will be the pick of the weekend with a sunny high of 68 degrees and light winds from the northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. We're going to wrap up the weekend with a low of 43 degrees on Sunday night, partly cloudy skies, and a gentle breeze from the east at 0 to 5 miles per hour. That's going to do it for your weekend forecast. Enjoy the weather, whether you're soaking up the sunshine or staying cozy indoors. I'm your meteorologist, Tyler Johnson. Back to you, Hayden, at the news desk.
Thank you, Tyler. It's now time for national news.
After the detention of Kamar Abrega Garcia at El Salvador Mega Prison, several activists and left-wing figures have called for his release. Garcia, an immigrant from Maryland, was living with his wife and children before being detained by ICE. His wife identified him in a video that shows prisoners being dragged into the mega prison. Earlier this month, Maryland Senator Chris Van Hollen visits Garcia in El Salvador. Democrats have increasingly pushed for his release, pointing out that Garcia was imprisoned without a trial and without evidence linking him to gang activities. In addition, a U.S. court ruled that the Trump administration violated Garcia's rights and ordered his return to the United States. This week, Representatives Robert Garcia also traveled to El Salvador to advocate for Kilmar Abraga Garcia's release.
During Easter weekend, tornadoes struck the states of Oklahoma and Texas. In Ada, Oklahoma, this marked the second tornado to hit the area in just a week. There were approximately 17 tornado events reported on Saturday. Several people lost their lives. During the outbreak, despite tragedy, communities continued to stay strong as many have faced tornadoes before. The tornado that hit Oklahoma was rated an EF1 on the Enhanced Fujita scale, indicating moderate damage to structures and property. Texas and Oklahoma are both located in the heart of Tornado Alley, a region known for frequent and sometimes deadly tornadoes during the spring and summer months.
With Easter celebrations wrapping up and spring in full swing, local restaurants and bakeries are rolling out seasonal favorites. Quinlan Mulroy and Gabby Shinosi have the story.
Spring has finally sprung here at IUP. This means many local coffee shops are turning over to their new spring menus. If you are looking for a place on campus to grab a treat and put you in the spring mood, these local coffee shops are some great options. Our team got a chance to check out the new spring menu at one of our local favorites, Sit and Stay Cafe. Sit and Stay Cafe hosted an amazing event featuring the Easter Bunny and their new spring menu launch. We got a chance to hear from the founder.
Hi, I'm Margie Millen, owner of Sit and Stay Cafe in downtown Indiana. So currently for spring, we brought out 36 spring latte flavors. We have another 20 odd some in the favorites and Girl Scout Samoa lattes. And each season we come out with new drinks. And in May, we're coming out with another 20 for Mother's Day. So currently on our Easter lattes, they're all pretty popular, but Cadbury is probably the most popular. And then my favorite is the malt robin egg, but not that many people get that drink. I think they're just afraid of the malt, but that's actually my personal favorite. So all the fruity flavors are starting to come into like the feeling of spring and summer that we're selling a lot of and everybody's ordering currently.
Each place on campus gives a little bit of a different vibe. We also got to check out Cafe Amadeus. They are also launching a new spring menu, and the atmosphere has that cozy old-time feel. They have vintage items that you can thrift, and we got a chance to ask IUP student Sydney McGuire what she thinks of the cafe.
Hi, my name's Sydney McGuire, and my favorite drink at Cafe Amadeus is the Tsunami Latte. I love the vibes there, and I always do my schoolwork there.
Get in the spring mood and enjoy a sweet treat at these local favorites. Both different atmospheres, but awesome experiences. We hope you get a chance to check out these amazing spring specialties at these cafes. This is Gabby Shinosi and Quinlan Mulroy signing off for IUP News.
When we come back, we will have international news and a story about leisure time at IUP. Please stay tuned.
We're all searching for opportunity, a challenge. Here, asking what if, what's possible, is the mindset. Welcome to the Oak Grove at IUP, where big-time research opportunities are for the many, not just the few. And world-renowned professors ignite ambitions. Search here, and there's no telling how far you'll grow. Get in the Grove at IUP.
Looking for some new entertainment? Check out IUP TV today. This station features student-created content such as The Big Hit for sports coverage, Animation Nation for all things anime and toon, Indie Rockers Ball for local music acts, Press Start for your game fix, and Witticism for a laugh. Tune in on Campus TV or on our respective YouTube channels today. There's something for everyone, made by the people that you know.
On April 21st, Pope Francis sadly passed away at the age of 88. This was due to his complications from the stroke and heart failure. He was known around the world for his compassion, humility, and progressive values. Francis leaves behind a powerful legacy that reshaped the modern Catholic Church. During his papacy, Pope Francis met with numerous world leaders. This includes former US President Barack Obama and more recently, Vice President J.D. Vance. His focus on social justice, environmental issues, and global unity made him a respectful figure. Pope Francis made history as the first Latin American pope and the first from the Americas. In response to his passing, many Latin American countries declared National Day of Mourning. World leaders from countries including the United States, Brazil, Cuba, and France issued heartfelt tributes. The College of Cardinals is expected to gather in the coming weeks to begin the process of selecting a new pope.
In the African country of the Ivory Coast, the main opposition leader named Tidjane Thiam to the current government has been removed from the electoral roll. The decision to remove the leader was made by the judiciary, which said that Thiam is ineligible to run in October's presidential election. The point of contention is his former French citizenship that Thiam renounced so he can run for office. The court said that he forfeited his Ivory Coast nationality when he got French citizenship in 1987. Thiam is only considered for the center-right Democratic Party of Ivory Coast, or the PDCI. Supporters of the PDCI have accused the ruling party of monopolizing control of the government. The election will happen in October.
After a long day of classes and work, students at IUP are finding creative ways to wind down and recharge. Carson Zadroga and Tyler Lippert have the story about leisure time around IUP.
Despite the smaller community, there are plenty of things to do in IUP. Many students certainly do need a break from work, college, and a busy life. It's important for students to remember to also have some fun and some leisure time. Leisure time is when people do activities that are meant to be relaxing and fun. If you're trying to find some places for leisure time, this package will go over a few. On Philly Street, there are several locations that Indiana residents can go and eat at. Famous restaurants include Brunzi's, a bar place, or Artist Hand, a local cafe for art enjoyers. There are all sorts of locations to enjoy food. We asked Connor Litton about the diverse places to eat around IUP.
I'd say there's a lot of options for anybody who wants to eat out somewhere. Probably one of my favorite places is Kim Moon's. One, because it's affordable, and two, it's just nice food. People there are pretty quick and easy to go attend to and everything. Like, you can either order online. I see a lot of people come in, take out food, and leave. It's a nice dining environment. Nothing's wrong with it. I enjoy it every time I go there, and it's pretty good.
In Philly Street, there are several food places that serve food from different cultures, like Japan, Italy, and Mexico, that people can experience. When it comes for the night, many students and young people go to the bars to party. Popular bars include Boomies, Wolfies, and Culps. For people who want some activity, IUP has several locations for people to be active. There is, of course, the gym in the hub. Dozens of people and students come to work out and improve their physical health. However, even for people who don't want to work out too much, the hub gym has volleyball courts for students and the IUP volleyball team. There is even one outside of Maple East. On the other side of campus, students can play outside on the tennis courts. In Zink Hall, students can play on the basketball courts and swim in a pool. We asked Andrew Simon about the numerous places to be active on campus.
I think the facilities here for IUP are great. Whether you're an athlete or you're a student that just wants to get fit, there's plenty of things for you to do. I know I go to the gym a lot in the hub. There's plenty of treadmills there. There's plenty of other equipment too that you can use for whatever part of the body you want to focus on getting stronger in. And even outside of the hub, you have facilities like the tennis courts to play tennis. There's the pool and Zink for aquatic exercises or just swimming. There's a ton of facilities for you to do, and I highly recommend people to take the advantage of, just like what I did.
For students who like to hang indoors, the esports room is the perfect place to be. The esports room is located on the top floor of the hub. In this area, students can hang out, play video games, and arcade games. I asked Jay Lynn what he likes to do in the gaming room.
Hi, my name is Jalen. I'm a freshman, and in the esports room, I like spending my time playing Fortnite. It's really nice to play with my friends, and I like shooting and editing, building, stuff like that. It's like all in one, and they got all the collabs. It's all fun to do. So like after I be getting my schoolwork done, I be coming here to spend some time, give myself a treat for doing good on a test or, some good vibes here.
The gaming room has several computers where students can play online PC games, in addition to a couch where friends can play games side by side. These are just a few places where students can enjoy some leisure time. Taking time for yourself is good for your mental health and reducing stress. This is Tyler Lippert and Carson Zadroga reporting for IUP TV News.
Still ahead on IUP News, we'll have a sports report with Alan Moultrie.
And we'll finish off with an entertainment news. We'll be back soon, so do not go anywhere.
This is your time to engage, create, follow your passion, show your spirit, go all out, or just kick back. Here in the Oak Grove at the heart of IUP, endless opportunities await. Where do you fit in? Wherever you want. This is your time. This is your place. Get in the Grove at IUP.
We are back with IUP News Sports Edition. Alan Moultrie has the latest. What's new with sports, Alan?
Good evening, Indiana. I am Alan Moultrie, and we've got a stacked lineup of sporting action this week. So let's dive right in. First up, the IUP men's and women's track and field teams are heading east to represent at the Penn's Relays in Philadelphia. That's going on all weekend. Best of luck to the Crimson Hawks as they hit the track. On Saturday, it's game time for the IUP women's lacrosse team as they take on Edinburgh. Over on the diamond, the IUP women's softball team is facing off in a Saturday doubleheader against Cal U. Expect some big swings and even bigger energy. And don't miss Alumni Day for the IUP men's baseball team. They're playing a doubleheader against Pitt Johnstown this weekend. A great chance to honor the past and show out in the present. Meanwhile, the NBA playoffs continue to bring the heat. This weekend's matchup are the Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Miami Heat, Oklahoma City Thunder versus the Memphis Grizzlies, Denver Nuggets versus the LA Clippers, and the Houston Rockets versus the Golden State Warriors. Over in Major League Baseball, the season's off to a blazing start. Our very own Pittsburgh Pirates face off against the LA Dodgers this Saturday. Be sure to tune in. Go Bucks. And across the pond, the English Premier League rolls on with some heavyweight matchups Sunday. Bournemouth takes on Manchester United and Liverpool faces Spurs. So soccer fans, set those alarms. That's all from me. I'm Alan Moultrie. Sending it back to you, Malik.
Thank you, Alan. Time for our final stories of the day on recent entertainment.
Sinners is a horror adventure movie that stars Michael B. Jordan and is directed by Ryan Coogler. It released on April 18th. It's set in 1932 Mississippi, where Jordan plays two brothers who are veterans from the First World War. They return to their hometown to start a new life, but face supernatural threat. The movie has so far been well liked, having an audience score of 97% on Rotten Tomatoes. The film has been praised for its action, acting, setting, and black representation. The film has far made around $71 million in the box office.
On April 22nd, Bethesda Studios announced a remaster of the 2006 video game Elder Scrolls IV: Oblivion. Oblivion is a role-playing game set in a fantasy setting with magic, elves, and demons. Players can customize and create their own characters to be any mythical warrior they want. This is the first main series game of the Elder Scrolls franchise since Skyrim released in 2011. Despite the recent announcement, the game's available to buy on Steam. So far, the game has received positive reviews.
That's going to do it for us today at IUP TV News. In association with IUP News and students looking for careers in the communications field, my name is Hayden Zellner.
And I'm Malik Turner. Be sure to follow our Instagram page at IUP_news and our YouTube channel at IUP News 4207. Please take care and have a safe weekend.